Alright, what's going on, guys? Zombie here, and welcome back into the video. And today, I'm going to be making another video about Fright Dome. As you guys know, Fright Dome is all the way until October 31st. So, we have plenty of time to talk about it. So, before I get right to this video, guys, slap that like button down below. And you know what? I want to have another random comment of the day. I believe in a previous video, I said cheesecake is what I want you guys to comment. I want you guys right now, okay, to comment down below. Okay, you ready for this one? Are you sure you can contain this one? Broccoli. You guys got it? You guys got it? Comment down below broccoli, and you got yourself the key. There you go. Anyways, though, I want to talk about this because this has been one of my highest performing videos for a very long time. Oh, I didn't like my own video. You didn't see anything. Quickly like the video again. Okay. Anyways, though, this video has like 80,000 views in only like 2 days. That is like one of my fastest growing videos ever. And it's on a Fright Dome video that someone uploaded. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about the attraction because I really actually didn't talk much about it in my video, which is kind of unfortunate. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about it because obviously I didn't. This guy said Corey X Kenshin was behind him. Okay. Anyways, though, I really want to go to Fright Dome to actually show you guys this, but right now I can't. I haven't been paid. I just don't have any money on me right now, and plus when this video is up, I'm not even home right now. I'm in a hotel in God knows where from a hurricane. But no, as you guys can see though, this attraction is pretty neat. I'm gonna put on my headphones. So yeah, as you guys can see, the attraction is pretty neat. It's pretty cool. Now, I wanted to talk more about this because I want to talk about what this means, because in my last video I mainly talked about how cool this was, but I want to talk about how what this means as FNAF as a whole, because I never really got to that in the video. And also, people wanted me to go to Pirates Cove because apparently I skipped that. So I'm gonna go check out Pirates Cove. Right, here's Pirates Cove. People said there was Foxy. Apparently I skipped Foxy. I don't see Foxy. I see a person. Alright, this is the exit, guys. There's no Foxy here. Yeah, guys, there's no Foxy. I'm just telling you guys. I would imagine a Foxy costume would jump out here though. That's what I would imagine though. Yeah, there's no Foxy, guys. I don't know what you guys wanted me to look at here. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. So, and then they're just gonna go by the office. I mean, we can look at the pictures here if you guys want. I mean, they're pretty accurate to the game. I mean, I guess that's cool. But yeah, guys, there's no Foxy in the video. The reason why is because Foxy is one of those guys I would imagine being in a costume that would jump out at you and scare the living daylights out of you. That's why. And this video isn't the attraction itself, because you're not allowed to record the attraction in progress. You're allowed to record a walkthrough of it, but if you're a VIP, but you're not allowed to record the attraction in action, because obviously that would make them lose sales. But like I said, I want to take a moment to talk about this, and what this means about the FNAF community. So basically, I for the longest time wanted something like this, okay? For the longest time, I wanted a FNAF horror attraction, and now we finally got it. That's the thing. We finally get one. It's Fright Dome. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. And a lot of you guys think it's pretty neat, too, considering the overwhelming support that Fright Dome has received, or at least attention or positive feedback it's received off of their FNAF attraction. They've received a lot of love from it. And personally, whoops, I didn't mean to click on Corey's video. But personally, I mean, I'm very happy with the final product. Personally, if you want my opinion, I am more than happy with the way it came out. And I've been a FNAF fan since the first game. I've been making videos since the first game. And I, for one, am just very proud of where FNAF has gone, honestly. You know, I don't exactly know, and again, I sound so rude for saying this, but just real talk here. I don't know how much Scott has involvement with other YouTubers, which I won't say names of, just because it sounds rude to me to say that. But Scott doesn't. Me and Scott don't really talk. A lot of people think we do. We don't. We're not even really friends. But I have to basically commend that he has a game that has gone really far, which I am super happy about that, honestly. I think that's pretty cool. Like, personally, I think the fact that this is possible is inspiring, personally. And for a while, I actually had a game I was gonna make. I had a game that I was gonna make, and it was called Carmen, and it was also called Mortars, which was another name for it. I mean, it was a game by me and Hero Golem, and it was heavily inspired by FNAF, and it was going to be a pseudo free roam game, and it was going to be in a theme park, and it wasn't going to do anything with animatronics. It was going to be like puppets, basically, like toy. It was going to be toys. It was basically what FNAF reminds me of, Toy Story. It was going to be like toys, okay, and that's what the game was based on. It was based on different toys, and you could tell what time period the game was from the toys alone, because the game, like, you can tell that my game, it took place in the 80s because the toys look like something from the 80s, which I think it was something pretty interesting that my game was being made on. And it was obviously inspired by FNAF because there were going to be jump scares. They looked very FNAF-like. The game, like, it probably would have never taken off because it just wasn't original enough, in my opinion. But it definitely was very inspired by FNAF, and it's cool to see what FNAF did, because it made its own genre, basically. Like, honestly, like, yes, FNAF is a horror game, but when you think about it, FNAF has become, like, its own genre. Like, you see these, like, FNAF games now, people automatically assume they're ripoffs, but they're really just a part of a new genre. Like, FNAF, in my opinion, is a new genre. Some people don't find the game scary. That's the thing. That's why it's not even really considered a horror game. It's because not everybody even finds these games scary. Personally, I don't find the third one scary. I never did, really. Like, I got spooked by one jump scare, but that's about it. The second one, like, I'm resistant to now. First one, I'm somewhat resistant to now. Fourth one, I'm completely resistant to. But, like, it doesn't, like, maybe the new game, which it's out by now, and I probably played it by now. I haven't uploaded it by now, but I definitely have played it by now. The new game is out by now as I'm uploading this video, more than likely. This is a scheduled video, by the way. So that one might be more horror-like, but the previous FNAF games, in my opinion, other than 4, haven't really felt like a horror game. 1 did, but it kind of lost that charm to it. So it's just cool to see, like, its own genre form, to see stuff like this, to see a movie come out. And honestly, I know Raz and the other guys, Corey, 8-Bit, they were invited to the attraction, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit salty that I wasn't, not gonna lie. But with that said, though, I personally hope that if the FNAF movie comes out, when it does, there is a special YouTuber type of screening. As Corey put in his vlog, I think. Corey Kenshin put in his vlog. I hope he does that, personally. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I mean, hopefully it's like a lot of the FNAF YouTubers. Personally, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed that it was, you know, just the, you know, a few people in this. But still, though, I mean, just, I'm just super proud of where FNAF has gone, honestly. And I hope that when the FNAF movie does come out, which apparently there's news for that coming out soon. But if when that's shown in theaters, I hope that Scott invites a lot of the FNAF YouTubers for like a screening exclusively with the FNAF YouTubers. I think that'd be pretty cool. And some FNAF fan game people. That would be pretty neat too. But yeah, guys, again, I'm sorry about this video. It wasn't exactly about Fright Dome, but it was about Fright Dome. Fright Dome is an example of how far FNAF has gone, in my opinion. That's just what I have to say. That's how far FNAF has gone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day, and peace. Bye, everyone.